Hey, we back with another episode 54.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I know you see sometimes the world is be so wonderful.
Are you talking about? I
Started fucking Bob IStefon is back. You know I wasn't here last week.
God.
Hey.
Yo, you are bloody sick.
Hey. Niggas look at me weird for that.
I'm a credit pussy for that. You know what I'm saying? But welcome back to iStefon.
Why that song? Can I ask you that?
Welcome back to iStefon.
Why that song?
You know what I'm saying?
Why that song?
This man said,
Why that song?
Hey, why that song?
I don't know, bro.
You're a black man in America and you chose a white girl song, bro? Let me tell you something.
iCarly, let's be real. iCarly is...
It's sanctioned, bro. It's black people sanctioned.
If we're gonna pick a white girl, Zoe 101 got it.
No way.
over iCarly?
Zoe 101 is mad white compared to iCarly.
Yeah. Zoe
But you
101
said
was
the
wavy.
It was
but
wavy, it
iCarly
was
was I think it was better.
What about Victoria? What about Victoria's?
Victoria's is mad white, bro.
Yeah, I thought that shit was corny. That shit pissed me off.
Victoria's is corny, bro. I still watch it, bro.
Back to Zoe 101 there,
I
bro.
What's this 101?
Oh, yeah.
We talking about themes? Or
Yeah, themes.
No, just
Zoe
I'm
101
talking about the
had
show.
it.
I'm talking about the show in general.
Yeah, iCarly was that's probably top.
Yeah, that's top. That's top, bro.
Where y'all not jacking Zoe?
Zoe 101 was cool, but
Nigga,
but iCarly was better, bro.
Yo, let me...
Yeah,
I'm starting to fucking... What's that word?
Reminisce?
Reminisce. There we go.
Yeah, reminisce.
Okay.
I'm not that dumb. Nigga was suck.
Like I was saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. You know, I wasn't here last week.
Unfortunately, we might have to have another theme song next week because this nigga Chandra not here.
Chandre's not here.
Yo, Chandra, if you listen to this podcast, nigga, I miss you, bro.
This is Chandra's first ever missed podcast. He's been here every single one since episode 1.
Took him over a year to miss a podcast.
Nah, facts.
It's crazy, man.
Fuck you, bro.
Fuck that nigga. He the weakest link in the podcast.
Yeah! As long as y'all kept the same energy. Because I listened to the last podcast. I listened to it and I heard it. And I was like, these motherfuckers.
Yo,
but you know what? I wasn't mad because we did the same shit to Nichols.
Yeah. I had to return the favor.
I miss a podcast. I'll fuck around and cry when niggas hear that. Yeah, I'm the weakest link.
Y'all miss a podcast.
Wait till you miss
But
it.
y'all ain't start that shit. I've never missed on a Friday.
But wait till you miss it.
Yeah, wait till you miss it. We wildin'.
Oh,
Martin,
yeah.
don't come to the next podcast. I gotta say, bro.
We wildin'.
Let's see, we gonna violate you.
But yo, okay. So I do want to say that, and because I had a conversation with Martin very briefly. Let me put my phone on DND. But I had a conversation with Martin ahead of time, and I did want to bring this onto the podcast because I kind of wanted to explain why I ended up missing an episode. I didn't miss an episode because like I had anything like substantial to do. I felt like I had to miss last week's episode because I kind of went into a zone where I really needed to learn a lot about myself, like as a person. Because this last week I've been like doing a lot of self-reflection and kind of going through the motions, and I feel like I needed a little bit of alone time in order to understand a lot about what I was going through and myself. And this ties into my first topic. I wanted to talk about how I came to the conclusion personally that I stopped looking.
That shit getting a lot of Adonis.
Dog, wildin'.
Yo, if y'all can't see this right now, but Adonis has his ass perched up in the air.
Playing with a bone.
Adonis is a dog, brother.
No, you go.
Yo, take the bone from him and throw it that
Go over
way.
there.
Go over there.
He like, bro, you see this shit, nigga? That's like the greatest thing to him, a bone.
If we get 500 shares, I'll put Adonis in the video. What's that?
Nah, bro, put that nigga, put him somewhere where the people can't hear him.
Nah, the cats.
But yeah, go ahead.
Keep him right there or some shit.
Go ahead. You were rudely interrupted by. Yo, he licking my camera. What's up with you, bro?
Why you gotta handle your dog? I don't know how to handle it.
Adonis, go now into your cage. Go.
Why are you doing that with your voice?
Adonis, go.
He was
You
not.
see, you see how he don't respect you?
He don't not respect.
He don't respect you.
All right, we got the dog out the way, but
Yeah, we put him to sleep.
like
Oh no.
What?
oh no,
I put him in his cage and gave
we
him
just
his
put him in
ball.
the cage, bro. But
He's sleeping now.
all right. Sorry, let me get back to what I was saying. So I realized, and I came to the conclusion that I stopped looking for happiness, like in my life in general. Like happiness is no longer a goal of mine, and I no longer want to look for happiness. Like I wouldn't say like happiness is something I don't want, but it's no longer. I feel like it's something I strive for or look for. And the reason I say that is because, and this is something it came to my head because I ended up reflecting on a conversation that I had with Nichols and a couple of our other friends when we had our Friendsgiving. My goal now is to look for peace rather than to look for happiness. And I feel like there's a very large difference between happiness and peace, because I feel like I look at happiness now as like, say like, you know, and this is something I also saw like off a TikTok video that I saw as well, and then you reflect. I'm not gonna lie, if you scroll through TikTok, you get through all the bullshit. Sometimes you find gems.
I like how like as soon as you mentioned TikTok, people like discredit it.
Like, you be finding some gems on TikTok sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes some niggas be speaking some shit on there. But I look at happiness as like, say like you win the fucking lottery or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I look at happiness like a high. You know? It's like an increased like sense of something that you didn't have before. Something that brings you joy. You know? It's not meant to be something that's a consistent feeling. Yeah, like it's not meant to be like, you're not meant to be happy all of the time.
Facts.
You're not meant to have a constant state of happiness. And I feel like in a lot of ways I was fucking up because I kept looking for a constant state of happiness. But that's unrealistic. But when I shifted my mental to look for peace rather than happiness, I realized that what I really want out of life is the feeling, you know, that feeling you get where you do something and then you sit at home and you're like, you feel like you could have done more and you feel like you could have done something better, and you feel like this and this and that. I want to get to a point where I don't feel that, you know? I feel like that's what peace is, where I do something and I don't sit and think I should have done this better, or I could have done this better, or maybe if I did this, things could have turned out differently.
So you want peace of mind, not like...
Yeah. I want peace of mind.
Are you looking for, so contentment is what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
You want to just be content.
To be content with myself in life.
Alright. Makes sense.
I feel like that is, and I mean other people may not feel the same way, but I feel like for myself personally, in order for me to deal with my own mental issues and to deal with a lot of the issues that I feel like become larger parts of me, I have to learn how to be content with life and understand that happiness is not supposed to be a constant state, rather than something that it's like a treat, you know? Like, you know how like you give a dog a treat when it does something good? I feel like that's the same thing with happiness. It's supposed to be given to you when good things happen. It's not supposed to be something you feel constantly, you know? Because a lot of people fail to realize that if all you do is chase happiness, then you're just going to keep chasing forever. Because you're going to keep chasing an ever-fleeting feeling.
Yeah, that's why trying to be happy all the time is exhausting, like mentally exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you try to be happy all the time, you always have like that 1 week or a few weeks where you're like down and your energy's just low and you don't even know why you're sad, but you're sad.
Yeah.
And I feel like that happens to me, at least, when I'm trying to be happy all the time.
Like I spent a lot of time trying to do that, and like, and while I was chasing happiness, I started relating certain feelings with happiness, which is why I ended up chasing those things like relationships, or like, you know, always wanted to do certain things with friends, or like before when I used to feel uncomfortable when I was alone. You know what I'm saying? Because I kept feeling happy when I was in a relationship, or when I was with my friends, or like when I was doing something productive with friends, you know, like that was happiness for me. And since I thought that I wanted constant happiness, I feel like those were the only times I could feel those things. So whenever I didn't have those things, I felt incomplete. You know, I felt like I wasn't able to have what mattered to me. But then once, you know, I felt like there was a reason that these things meant so much to me is because I kept associating them with the wrong thing. Like being able to be here with you guys, like, you know, being able to sit down and have a conversation, I look at that as a treat.
Don't make me kiss you.
Don't
do that. Not right now.
Hey, yo.
What's good, bro?
Yeah.
But I look at that as a treat, you know what I'm saying? Like whenever like all of us go outside and like we go get food together, or like, you know, we spend time in the city, or like back when, you know, we used to skate out in the city.
I can't wait till
I can't wait till this moment to do that again, bro. I can't wait.
The listeners don't know this, but I caught myself thinking about the times we used to go on Discord and just talk to each other.
Yeah, there were times we used to sit on Discord until 4 a.m., bro, just having a conversation, like, and like things like that I look at as treats. You know, it's not something that's supposed to happen all the time.
Yeah.
It's not something that's supposed to be consistent.
And I think, like, what's important to realize is that when you're not happy all the time, that doesn't necessarily mean that when you're not happy, you're sad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could not be feeling, like, overly filled with joy and still be alright. Like, you could still be, like,
you're like neutral.
in a good mood, like, feeling alright.
Have you ever played The Sims? You know how like you have the happy moonlit?
Yeah.
But then you don't have that happy moonlit, it'd be like fine.
Yeah.
There's like a whiteboard and
exactly.
it's fine.
And that's okay. Like you don't have to be fucking peachy all the time.
Yeah. And I feel like that is what I strive for, to be fine. Mm-hmm. You know? Like I want to be able to look at life and just be like, I'm fine. Yeah. Like I'm and I feel like it won't happen immediately, you know? Because I feel like I won't be truly content until, you know, I get the dream job that I'm looking for, or like, you know, I get to a place where I'm not struggling for money or something, you know, like this fine is also something I have to work for, you know, because you see, that's the thing. And like, I feel like that's such an interesting thing. Like it's so easy to be negative and sad.
Yeah.
It's so easy because it's a very base emotion. Mm-hmm. Being sad is such a base emotion. Like you can
high key what sells too. A lot of people like to.
That's why the thing. That's why sadness sells, because it's a base emotion that everyone feels.
X Juice, they used to make music about being sad. And they were like, you know,
it's okay addicting.
It is because
like, once you're sad for a while, you want to keep being sad. You don't want to do anything.
You don't want to do anything. It's you just want to keep feeling that base emotion. Yeah. You have to understand that being fine and being content is something you have to work for.
To bring up an old topic, that's what I was trying to get at. Way back when we did that one episode and we were talking about happiness and shit, that's what I was trying to get at.
Oh, the one I wasn't here for.
Yeah.
Oh, when me and Nichols was
yeah. It was me, Julio, and Chandra.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to get.
Yeah, we weren't here for that. But yeah, like being fine and being content is something you have to work for. And then when you get there, be okay with the fact that you finally found contentment. You know, like you being at that base state is, and being okay with being like at such a fine and comfortable, like and nice state is something that not a lot of people get. You know, like not a lot of people get to be fine. You know, like stop chasing happiness and just enjoy it when it happens.
I think to make what he's saying a little bit more practical, because I like just simplifying shit to make it easy for people to understand.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah.
A good way to just try to be fine is to just start being grateful. Like when you just start applying gratitude to the things that you have in your life. Listen, you could be in a shitty place, nigga. You could have no money in your pocket, but like just start being grateful for what you do have. I got food in front of me.
Roof over my head.
I got a roof. I got bros. You know, if your parents are still around, you still got your parents. You got your family. Whatever you think whatever you're happy with, just look at that. Look at the little things and just be like, I'm grateful for that shit.
You can always have less or have it worse.
Basically.
Or even if you don't got all that shit, you could be like, damn, I just got 2 eyes. I could walk. I could breathe. Because there's some niggas that can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that directly ties to when I said like I treat certain things like a treat now. Like I'm very grateful for this moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm grateful for the fact that I have good friends. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm in a position where I'm not down bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for the fact that I have the ability to chase a dream that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm grateful for the fact that I have friends. Like literally, like we are within some of the rarest fucking percentage. Most niggas cannot do business with friends.
True.
Yeah.
Like most niggas cannot create content
What's that one
with
Biggie,
friends.
That one Biggie bar, money and blood no mix, like 2 dicks with no bitch.
Hey, what the fuck?
That's what he said, bro.
Hey, I don't remember Biggie saying that, but I respect.
10 crack commandments, bro. What the fuck?
I don't remember Biggie saying that.
Biggie also said, "You look so fine,
Yeah.
daddy's dick."
Yeah.
So
Hey, bro.
Niggas said like
Biggie said a lot of questionable things, bro.
Still nice though.
Respect the man, but said a lot
R.I.P.
of-
Biggie, bro.
but yeah, like a lot of people cannot do what we're doing right now. You know,
Yeah.
like there are some people that like I have met so many people, especially like. This isn't a direct sub because this applies to everybody, but I've met so much women, like this year alone, that like or even before this year, that genuinely do not have friends.
Yeah.
They don't have good friends. Some of them don't have friends at all. Some of them are always beefing with their friends. Some of them are always complaining about their friends. Some of them are always saying, they're always like talking shit about their friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like you hear and see a lot of this shit. And like I can't relate to you. I literally cannot relate to you.
Yeah.
It's not only women though. It's everybody.
Yeah, it's everybody. I'm just saying, like personal experience. I've met a lot of women that just told me a lot of this shit, and it's just like they tell me that they supposed to be my friend. They did something shady, and I'm just sitting there like I can't relate to you. None of my niggas disrespect me.
You know what's
like,
cool about our friend group, and the reason why we don't get like that, because if one of us piss each other off, we'll just let you know. Like,
exactly, we talk about it.
It's like honesty.
Like, Julio, you pissed me the fuck off.
Like, yo, I'm pretty sure. Like we've said this on the podcast multiple times. Me and Julio have argued so many times.
I want to.
I was trying.
He was about to say this nigga Julio.
Me and Julio have argued so many times, bro. But there's a reason I can still sit and talk with this nigga, bro. Because we've had conversations, bro. Like we talk shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I've realized that so many people cannot do that for the life of them.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like confrontation.
They lack the ability to conversate.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah.
They lack communication, bro. And funny thing is, I have a little story, bro. Like y'all know me with the fucking stories, bro. I deal with so much shit, bro.
I'll air myself up.
I mean, I wouldn't really count this as an airing myself out, bro.
No, consider anything.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, like I generally, I kind of just
fucking couches on the podcast.
We didn't want to bring that up.
Yo, this nigga, bro.
Yo,
We trying to get it, bro.
As soon as you said it, it's every episode. We gonna bring that shit up all the time.
Yo, bro, we gotta come up with couches.
No, bro.
Let's put a couch on the Pornhub like
that'd be
logo, bro.
funny.
Yo, let's do that. Yo,
Like a Simpsons couch.
ebony couch.
Nigga sarcastic couch.
Put an eggplant between the cushions.
Yo, let us know you will rock that, bro. A fucking couch on an orange and black logo, bro.
Anyway, fucking all right. I was just recently dealing.
It's a good couch, right?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just recently dealing with a woman, right? And we ended up not working out. And
Fuck that whole year.
I'm
I'm sorry.
we ended up not working out, and the thing about it is, right, I personally don't care if things don't work out with certain people. Like, I've kind of disassociated myself with the feeling that things have to work out.
Yeah,
like, I'm completely fine if things don't work out. My issue with that situation, like arised when I had to find out myself
why
that she didn't fuck with me. Because, like I just found, like, I was on IG, and then I just peeped, she blocked me.
Damn.
Like, out of nowhere. Right?
Damn.
And I was just kind of like, the fuck happened? I thought we was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking we cool as shit. I'm about to send a funny ass video. I'm like, you know, thinking like we probably gonna hang out again next week or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really thinking of it like as a potential partner, like maybe potential, but more so just like, yo, I'm making a friend right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was cool.
And then we was cool. So then I kind of just hit her up because it was kind of like, it kind of bothered me because I was like, I thought we was cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of hit her up and I was like, I'm not really sure why you blocked me, but like, good luck with life on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to be respectful with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then she replied with a whole paragraph, like basically telling me a whole lot of shit about like on the last date we went on, shit she didn't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And then my response to that was, it doesn't bother me that you don't fuck with me no more. It bothered me that
you took this long.
Took this long. In the situation, you didn't tell me up front that I said something that made you uncomfortable.
Yeah, said he blocked me, said nothing.
Cause like
that's just immature.
Exactly, like in the moment. Cause I tried to get her to understand that things would have worked out better if in the moment you had told me, yo, you just said something that made me. I will talk to y'all after the podcast. I didn't say nothing disrespectful or nothing like that. To be honest, the situation was stupid as fuck to me because I didn't say anything that was out of the like that was bad or anything.
You told us in a picture of your couch. I felt uncomfortable when you said I listened to your podcast.
Alright, now I feel like I gotta say what happened.
God damn.
Basically, this person had dreams to become like a singer or whatever, right?
Oh.
But she was very unmotivated, and like when she conveyed this issue to me, I basically gave advice. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I was basically trying to get her to understand that, like, cause she said she didn't have enough time for it. She's working so much, and and I tried to get her to understand that it's not that you don't have the time for it. It's just all about time management. You know what I'm saying? You can always find time for your dreams. It's just not as much time as you would originally want.
If she didn't fuck with that, bro, she is a big bulldozer.
That's what bothered her.
That plus what I'm about to say, right? So while I was trying to explain that to her, right? Because while I was telling her that, she was like, "Oh, but you don't understand." I was like, "No." I was like, "You just need to be better at time management, because you can always find a certain amount of time to do what you really want to do." You know what I'm saying? And I was also trying to get her to understand, like, because she also said she had an issue with growth, and I was telling her that, like, about how using social media is the best way to grow nowadays, and like it's all about how you use social media, what you do, who you connect with. Yeah. And I gave her an example. All of you guys know Khan.
Yeah.
Like I gave her an example, which is a friend of mine, somebody that's blowing up on music right now because he started using social media, things like Instagram and TikTok, in a way that benefited him. And I was explaining all this to her, but she just didn't want to retain the information at all. Like she just didn't want to hear it. But in the moment, she didn't tell me that, yo, like what you just said made me uncomfortable or anything. She just kind of let it rock. But in the text messages last night, I just exposed this shit happened last night. I just exposed this shit happened last night. This shit recent. But fuck it, y'all niggas know now. I fuck with y'all anyway. So
what's her name?
Bitch.
What's the phone almost dropped the name?
Sorry, I was telling Beth.
But basically, like, she called me condescending.
Wow.
Because I explained all this to her. Because she was like, "Oh, my issue with you is that you just kept talking about numbers and clout and all this stuff." And I was like, and I didn't say this directly, but in my head I was like, you want to make a career off of something like singing. What do you think are the most important things when it comes to doing things like that?
You know what I'm gonna tell you? You did nothing wrong. And the thing is, bro, there's a lot of people in this world that cannot handle the truth sometimes.
Yeah.
If you tell a motherfucker you're not applying yourself correctly, They gonna look at you like, what the fuck you mean I'm not applying my... And it could be 100% dead ass.
And I agree with Muzzy 100%. I'm gonna tell you right now, you didn't say anything wrong. What on her end, what I'm seeing is a lack of accountability, number one, and she's just straight up not ready for whatever she's trying to do in social, whatever, singing, whatever, she ain't ready for.
We could all look at each other, and if we're slacking, we could all look at each other and be like, yo, get your shit together, bro.
Flex.
And not one of us is gonna be like, what the fuck this nigga mean? I don't know what this nigga talking about. Like, maybe I gotta get my shit together. You feel me? And this goes back to the whole sadness shit that you said earlier. Sadness gives niggas the tool to hold themselves back. They like to use sadness as a reason, like, oh, but you know, I'm not there and shit. And it's like, they'll use it as a tool to hold themselves back. So when a nigga like you who's to be like, yo, you could get through this if you do X, Y, Z. Now you're condescending because you just exposed that, hey, maybe not everything is about your bullshit, and you can actually push through your bullshit. A lot of niggas don't like reality checks. You fucking hack them out the matrix, and they're like, fuck, give me that blue pill again, bro.
The shit is that condescending is being like... It's
talking down on somebody.
Yeah, it's talking down on somebody, and I feel... And talking like if you're better. Like if you know... Like... If you know that what you're saying is right and they're completely wrong, all you did was offer some advice.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I didn't even mention myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I gave her advice, and then I brought up an example from someone I know. You know what I'm saying? So for her to call me condescending, it took me aback.
Granted, some people do like to just talk, and for you to just listen, right? And that's totally cool. But when you have a solution for something that is clearly bothering you, like for example, she wanted to be a singer, but she doesn't know what the fuck's going on. If I have something for that, then you're not condescending for giving that.
Yeah, you see, the thing about that is, right, I've come to understand the concept of, like, some people don't always want, like, a solution. Some people just want to be heard. But, like, for that, I feel like that's more of, like, an emotional thing. If, like, you really feel like something's happening to you emotionally or something's happening to you in life, you just want to talk about it, that's completely fine. But if you're talking to me about something business-related, and you're telling me that, you're not seeing growth or whatever,
you're just trying to help.
Yeah. Like,
yo, bro, if you come to me every day like, yo, bro, my fucking arm hurt, bro. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I wake up, my fucking arm hurt. And I'm an asshole if I say, hey, have you talking about to a doctor? Like, I just gave you a fucking solution to your arm hurt.
You know what it is? It's a quote that I heard from somebody somewhere. The truth feels like an attack when you're not ready to hear it. So I feel like in her case, basically, she took that as
that's fire.
This nigga talking down to my soul right now because I'm not ready to hear what he's trying to say. So you're gonna receive it as an attack.
Yeah, you literally jacked the nigga out the matrix, basically. Bro. You say, yo,
and they weren't ready for it. They weren't ready for the red pill.
And that's my thing. Is like, even like all of these things considered, like I was still trying to get across to her that my main point was you did not communicate this to me. Your plan was to just completely just act like it didn't happen and then ghost me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that was just really corny to me.
That's like middle school shit.
Even if she had felt some type of way but held it in and processed it and brought it up, I would still consider that some form of communication. Even if she didn't say it off the rip on the day, but to just straight up just block this nigga and just feel some type of way and not
like,
say
maybe not on the day. Like, give it a couple days and I'd be like, yo, iStefon, that one time, I wasn't really feeling that. And
I would have been like, oh, I made you uncomfortable. That's on me. I'll try not to bring this up again or try to approach it in a different manner. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody tells me I do something that makes them uncomfortable,
right?
And I'm not gonna be an asshole and tell you fuck you. Like, I'm gonna just keep doing it. Like, that's some real asshole shit. But it's just like, you made no effort to communicate with me at all. Because the thing about me is that every experience I go through, I try to learn something from it. So even if your decision was not to fuck with me, like, you communicating with me gives me something to learn from. So whoever I end up dealing with in the future, maybe I can approach that situation differently.
Granted, though, even if they were to approach you on the situation, that's probably not somebody that you would want to fuck with.
Oh yeah, no.
Because it's like, you really approaching me on that, bro. Like, when I just offer something, like,
I would rather conversation rather than anything.
Yeah. I'm just saying. And you know what? Dodge the bullet.
And you know the funny thing is, what I realized, and I told Martin this, is that, like, some people, like, especially like her, she had one time brought it, because I was talking to her for a minute now. And like she saw when we had the Friendsgiving, and she literally said to me, "How do you have so many friends?" And I was like, "You want to know why I have so many friends? Why we work together so well? Cause we communicate, my nigga."
Facts.
I'm like,
I think.
fuck you mean?
I think we all get that. I feel like.
Yeah, like
my
I
girl.
feel like we had the rarest fucking friend.
Hey, listen,
bro.
and if you're listening to this shit, he has more because I wasn't even there. So he has more.
These niggas you ain't even seen it.
We had one behind the scenes.
You didn't see the whole fire. Like,
Yo, Joel, what's up, too, nigga? You wasn't there either. He had more friends. Fuck is you talking about?
it's like no cap. It's like I feel like a lot of people don't understand because I very much realize I have a rare friend group because I talk to some people and I tell them my core friend group is about 15 to like 18 people, and they look at me and they're like, what? I at least had 2 core friends. I'm like, nah, I have about 18 and I trust all of these niggas.
I could literally go to anybody for anything. Like,
Bro, oh God.
If I feel like I'm going through something, I could talk to Julio, Martin, Muzzy, iStefon, anybody else in the squad, and it would just be the same type of energy.
I'm not gonna cap though. It did start it off for me where I only had now one, but only 2 core friends.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta like be open. A lot of people are not open to like change or like open to other people. A lot of people are not trustworthy.
I think a lot of people also look at like time as like being very important. Like, oh, I haven't known you very long, so we can't be that close. But for me, it's like until you show me that you can't be trusted, I'ma fuck with you. Yeah.
Like literally, bro. I need y'all to understand. I just met Julio, Muzzy, and Nichols, bro. Yeah. I met these niggas
last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
I just met these niggas, bro.
The Kotsky video which just hit 1 million views.
Yes,
Yo, Timmy, get more black people on your videos.
Okay.
It works.
Just know some of your highest views is with black people, Jimmy.
The Kotsky part 2 better be the same nigga.
I want to be Choji, bro.
But on me, like people need to understand that like I could leave my wallet in a room full of all my niggas, and I could walk back and my shit would be in the same fucking place.
I'll be like, yo, iStefon, your wallet, bro.
Like no cap, like I trust these niggas, bro, and that's a group of 18 niggas, bro, and there's a reason why, because it's communication, bro. But yeah, I feel like if anybody like really wants to understand how friendships or like relationships work in general and how like they become long lasting, communication. And like but a lot of people fail to realize communication is the main key. And even when it comes to relationship, I heard this one dude I forgot where I heard it from, but this one dude had said something that it made so much sense to me. It's like you know how you've ever seen, and this kind of also ties into my next topic.
That shit burning. That shit burning. Yo, bro, now no cap, man, smoking this way. I'm like, that shit burning, bro. How y'all smoke that shit, bro?
Y'all ever like heard a woman say that they don't want to teach a man how to love them?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Okay, so here's my issue with that statement.
You know who started that?
Who?
I forget her name, but the lady with the unibrow, the feminist, that she was like a huge Frida something.
I think I know who you're talking about.
If there's any lady with some unibrow, I definitely don't know. That is aggressive. That's not wow.
But she was like a huge like. Nah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna cap though. When it comes to like feminism, it does kind of like hinder a lot of like. Not saying all, just like the very. Like, same thing with red pill niggas. You know, the red pill niggas that be like, oh, I don't need a bitch type shit, or like, fuck bitches and shit. Like, those type of, like, views in life kind of really hinder the communication shit. Yeah. Like, the whole, oh, I don't need a nigga, fuck a nigga learning how to love me, I don't gotta teach him shit, and, oh, fuck bitches, I could get 500 of those, and all that. Not insults, I'm talking about the red pill
shit. But what he's talking about isn't that.
Yeah, it's not that, though. What I'm trying to get at is, like you've seen like when women say, oh, well, like they don't want to teach a man how to love them, but I feel like my issue with that, right, is that if anything's gonna work out with anybody, you have to like literally the point of a relationship is to teach somebody how to love you, because everyone is different.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone is different. Everyone is loved different. everyone deals with certain things different. Literally, if anything's gonna work out for you, you have to teach this partner how to love you and how to deal with you.
But at the same time, I think the reason women say that is because in today's generation, like, men aren't the same.
Yeah,
you know,
there are a lot of men that don't want to understand. Yeah,
you know, so it's like I feel like they mean like basic things.
Yeah,
basic things like what though?
This ties into my next topic. Cool. Right, my next topic is the bar, like how low the bar is. Because you know you've seen a woman say the bar is low
set
for men.
Low, yeah.
I've heard that set so low for men.
I don't cook. I don't clean.
But here's the thing, though, and I don't feel like a lot of men say this. The bar for women has been underneath the ground for so long.
All you need is a gun, tattoo, 6'5", and sell drugs.
There's so many women that like, and I saw this in a video. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it
probably
too, where this guy, this woman's talking about how she wouldn't date a man who doesn't make at least double what she makes.
He makes double what she makes. Yes, I saw that video.
She was like that. If a nigga's like that he's broke, and she don't need to fuck with him because she makes enough money to support a nigga, and she's done it before and she's not gonna do it again. But he was like, you see, when men date, regardless of the amount of money they have, they never set a financial situation on the woman.
See, I was just talking about this because I'm in a relationship right now, like my first one. So
yes, sir.
I was just explaining.
Yes, sir.
Y'all niggas. So I was explaining this to Shorty, and I was like, yo, when a man dates, I say this all the time, bro. When a man dates, he doesn't. Okay, here's a Patrice O'Neal analogy. Mm-hmm. A kingdom and a queendom. There's no such thing as a queendom, but we just gonna say kings and queens for now. Okay, so if a king sees a peasant, right, a peasant girl or whatever, and he looks at that peasant girl like, I like her, even though she's a peasant. Yeah. I'm gonna scoop that girl up, and now guess what she becomes? The queen. Mm-hmm. She's the queen of the kingdom with the king, right? So let's say a queen. A queen picks a peasant nigga, whoever this motherfucker is, right? The queen goes down, picks up the peasant nigga. Does that nigga become the king? No. Hell to the fuck. That's the queen's nigga. That's it. That's all that nigga will ever be.
That's it. How you can get to the queen. Right. You won't even look at him like
queens don't even like a woman who's like making like racks, 6 figures or whatever. A woman who's a doctor will never look at a nigga working at McDonald's and be like, I want that. You feel me? But a nigga who's a doctor would look at a woman working at McDonald's and be like, you know what? I can pick you up. Yeah, I can fuck with you.
You can be a wife. You know, as long as you know how to love me,
right?
Yeah. As long as you know how to love me and you know how to make me happy.
Why is that the case?
Because I feel like women, their dating standards aren't the same as ours. Like the reason why we pick certain women isn't the same reason why women pick certain men. Like we pick for companionship and just peace of mind.
And that's not all women, but I think
it's different. I think the reason why that is very it's ingrained in within all of us. It's because for the longest men have been the hunters, the providers, like men have always been placed into the role where they have to provide for an entire family, and for so long, women have been the ones that have to stay home and just cook and do the bare minimum for the man, and it's not always been right.
I mean, I don't think that's the bare minimum. I mean, I think housewives do a lot.
No, of course, but back then it was considered the bare minimum. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then as we grew as a society, women started getting out of that role, which is completely fine. I feel like it's great.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? They started moving out of that role, but the concept forever stayed the same. Women always look at men.
Why you put the whole tap?
The concept forever stays the same. It's like men are meant to be they look at men as we have to be the providers. We have to be the ones that do the most. We have to be the ones that hold everything down. It's the same thing when it comes to people looking at men and not taking mental issues within men as seriously as anybody else. Yeah. Or how whenever we're dealing with something, we're told to man up, or we're told to just deal with it. You're supposed to be a man. It's all the same concept. It's literally we look at men as they're supposed to hold shit down. They're supposed to be the lead of a household, and then we look at women where it's just like you're just supposed to be there to do something whenever. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And that concept has been molded to a point where now the bar is incredibly low because now chivalry is dying because as you know certain things happen, a lot of chivalry is dying. Chivalry's dying, and the reason why it is because it's a cycle. It's because a man could be as chivalrous as possible and he could do so much things for so many women, but all he needs is one woman to completely disregard everything he does and tear him down. And then what happens within the man of like this today's society is that the way our emotions are always downplayed, the way our mental health is always downplayed. As soon as we deal with something that attacks our weakest point, we completely fall.
And that's that. Also, the word simp also kind of like down. Like if you're chivalrous, if you open the door for something, you're a simp now.
Simping.
You completely fall, and then everything about you is downplayed. So now you feel as if, why should I do anything for the woman? And then now those exact same men deal with other women and completely destroy that woman's self-esteem and whatever that has to do with them because of their past experiences. And now that woman has now become a demon. And that
I also think it's not like it's a combination of things. Like like is at least in my family, the men who aren't chivalrous in my family or who are like kind of like. Well, not just kind of, but like disrespectful towards women. Like they kind of objectify them. Yeah. The reason they're like that is because they were raised like that. Because like over time it just gets worse and worse. Like like you keep getting praised more and more for just fucking bitches, you know. And when you keep getting praised like that, you really start to just look at women as objects and not people. And if you look at a woman as an object, well, why would you be chivalrous?
Yeah.
So I think it's that for some men and that for other men, and I'm sure there are other reasons.
I want to play devil's advocate and just ask you a question, but because I do see some women look at men as objects as well. Yeah. But we don't really, society doesn't really talk about that aspect of men just being an object. Whether it just be like I'm gonna just fuck with this nigga because of what he can do, or this is my food nigga.
But that's the thing that it is talked about. But the thing I feel like what you're saying is it's not looked at as an issue.
Yeah.
Because everyone feels as if that's the way it should be. Everyone looks at men as, but not everyone. I don't want to say everyone.
Cisgender men are at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to.
Especially, it ties with the whole kill all men movement and all that shit. Yeah. It's like straight men are looked at as like, you know, we're the bottom of the barrel now.
We're the oppressors, so we need to be oppressed.
We're the oppressors. We're the like if we're not providing a woman money, what are we good for? You know what I'm saying? Everything else about us is kind of downplayed.
I mean, I think a huge problem is just that people tend to want to treat others the way they've been treated in the past, even if that specific person didn't do anything to them. You know, just because, like you said, with some men, how they felt like they did a lot for a woman and they didn't appreciate that. And now they don't want to do that with any other woman. But like the reality is that these other women and these other men that you're meeting, you don't have to treat them negatively based on a past experience because they have nothing to do with that.
An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
Yeah.
I feel like many things need to be done. For one, people need to stop carrying their past experiences into their future endeavors. Those are two different things. Learn a lesson from what happened to you in the past, and then take whatever you like for your future endeavors. Look at it in a new way. You know what I'm saying? And one other thing, right, is that I feel like for men in general, like I feel like one thing we can do in order to move forward from a lot of this shit that we don't appreciate is many things we should do. One of those things is understand that when you hear a woman say that the bar is low for men, you also got to understand that the bar is incredibly low for women. So once you understand that point, understand that she's just telling you that y'all at the same level. If a woman tells me that the bar is incredibly low for men, now you just put me on the same level as you. And that sounds kind of fucked up, it's not. It's the truth. The bar we're both on the fucking floor.
Like, I mean, the bar should be low. Love is pretty simple.
Yeah, like
if you love somebody, you love somebody.
It's very simple.
Some standards should be there, though.
I mean, you should have standards for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But also, a standard is the bare minimum.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Some people's standards be off the charts, too. Like,
and those are the type of people you stay away from.
Yeah. He's like 6'5".
And one other thing is, I've said this in a previous podcast a very long time ago, bruh, and it just came to my mind. I said this before, and I'm still standing by this shit now, bruh. I'm still standing by this shit now, bruh. Men in general, we low key gotta start paying more attention to where we throw our dicks.
Yes.
Wait, you said that before?
I swear to God.
I've said it on the podcast.
I said this my entire life.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
We high key have to pay more attention and take into consideration where we be throwing our dicks, because the issue, one of the core issues here is the reason why women don't feel as if the bar is very low for them is because we indulge in the fact that the bar is very low for them. Yep. Literally, all we have to do is look at a woman and say she's pretty. I'll give it the entire fucking world.
I'm telling you, son, it's crazy. It's
insane, bro. Why do you think, like, and I'm not hating on nobody's hustle, do your thing, shorty, but why do you think things like OnlyFans work? Because literally, it's just men understanding that the bar is incredibly low for women and throwing their entire wallet at them. I've seen women make $700K in 6 months. And shit, I'm not hating. If I could do it, I'll do it too. Chill, we gonna talk about that later. But it's like I understand it, because listen, I've said this before. If to all women, if you can take advantage of the horny man, do it. Literally, do it. It's probably one of the best things you can do for yourself.
If there's a demand, somebody got to.
Because no one is more desperate and down bad than the horny male.
I think niggas need to fucking realize that pussy is pussy, and not in the way that niggas say pussy is pussy on the regular, like how most niggas will be like pussy's pussy and then they'll go fuck a ugly dirty bitch. But like,
why you look at me like that? I'm just like,
he's spitting the.
But like, pussy is pussy in the sense that, like, any girl you fuck with can give you pussy.
Yep.
So that is not what you should be focused on. That's not like the priority. Like that's gonna come and that's gonna happen regardless. The priority should be good women. A woman who's gonna make me happy, a woman who's gonna grow with me, a woman who's gonna fit into my life nicely and make it better. That's what you should be focused on.
You know what sucks, bro? It's just gonna be lost niggas, bro. There's always
gonna be a lost brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But understand, this is something we need to understand, bro. I promise you, Kylie Jenner pussy probably feel the exact same as a bitch from McDonald's.
It's the same amount of humidity.
I promise you.
That shit feel like
it probably feel the exact same. But you see, that's just the extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, I promise you, the pussy feel the exact same. So we need to understand that the goal should not be pussy. Like, the goal is not pussy. We need to understand, we need to stop slinging our dicks everywhere and then just allowing women to just be the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to fuck nobody's bag up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of women that do OnlyFans and shit probably hating what I'm saying right now. But if we keep it in the stack, I gotta look out for myself, for my men, because I am a male. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I am a male.
I am. No shit. I am a male. Like, I kind of gotta like.
Wait, what would you say?
Yeah, I thought he was going to say that too. Just keep going. Let's move past that. Don't acknowledge it. Move past it.
He was going to say, I kind of have a penis.
Yeah.
Oh, I was not going to say that. What?
That's what we all thought.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go there.
Oh, no. What?
What do you kind of have?
What? I wasn't even gonna say that.
Fuck it. Anyways,
but yeah, like it's like I feel like if we all understand that the bare minimum, like we're all like the bar is low for all of us, and we all individually raise like that bar, then I feel like it'll get a little bit easier. And I'm not talking about raising your bar all the way to all hell, because there's some women out there that don't want you unless you make 6 figures or some shit. You know, and that's besides the point. Like, if
you know what's the bullshit about that though, bro?
What?
Then all men are bullshit. All men ain't shit. You know, we subjectify women. We do that. Objectify. My fault. You right. So it's like there's really no win-win to this.
Can I ask y'all a question?
What's good, B?
Kind of ties into the topic, right? What is the perfect first date for y'all?
At first,
okay.
Go ahead.
We've come to a collective agreement on this. We talked about this.
We talked about this a little bit.
The perfect first date is any place where you can converse in peace.
Yeah.
At first, I was against it because you guys were like saying, "Oh, the movies are bad," thing, and I started to now realize the movies is pretty bad first date. So a good first date for me is probably like a museum. You know,
understandable.
Go somewhere, see some shit.
So I also very much agree, right? So I recently saw something where a woman said that if a man takes you out on a coffee date as a first date, don't fuck with him because he's cheap and he's broke.
You see, this is what I gotta say.
That was definitely a black woman.
It definitely was a black woman.
I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of statements people make, bro.
Let's be real. They be saying shit like that. Like, that's not some shit that a white girl would say.
Honestly, bro.
I mean, white girls like coffee and shit. They're like, that's the only take. I'm not gonna be like, oh, black women say all this or whatever the fuck. You know, there's some black women that are amazing.
No, of course. I guarantee you take a white woman to Starbucks, she.
Oh yeah, you take. Come on.
I'm not saying that all black women say shit like that. All I'm saying is that was some shit that a black woman would say.
Yeah, white women.
Not every black woman.
Okay,
I knew that was a black.
I'm gonna agree with you off of the fact that I know white girls like coffee, and you know.
But like,
white women do
I mean, the concept, regardless of what the first date is, the coffee date is kind of the same concept. Where it's like, it's a simple date where we are just having a conversation, and she said, "Oh, like if a man wants to do that, then he's cheap and he's broke. Don't fuck with him." And that type of logic. If you genuinely think that way, I hope you never find a good relationship. Like I hope you stay single.
High key, bro. Those type of thought process. The only way you could respond to that was with 3 letters, bro. S, M, and D, bro. Like there's no like somebody like that's it. Like you think like that. Somebody?
Like I feel like that the purpose of a first date is. Okay, here's the thing, right? The purpose of a first date is for me to understand if I really do want to open my wallet for you. Like the purpose of a first date is for me to understand is, do I want to spend money on this woman for the next couple of months, years, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's the purpose of the first date, or probably even the second one, but we're talking about the first one right now. The first date is for me to understand, how much do I like you?
That's what the first date is about.
Yeah.
Not about.
I mean,
I understand.
That's what it is.
It's all in the same
room.
room.
I like you enough to, put the bank account into it.
The purpose of a first date is for me to understand how well do I mix with you? How good is conversation? Do I enjoy being around you? Do I enjoy just being in your presence?
It's like the
you know what I'm saying?
He said, bro, if I take her to a museum, she look at a picture says 1,000 words, she can't say one of those shits.
No cap. A picture says 1,000 words, and she can't if she even got one.
That tells you.
It tells you a lot about a person. Like the first date's for us to understand each other. If you want me on the first date for me to open my wallet and spend $100 on you, have you lost your damn mind? Beast. Because how damned would I be if I spent $100 on you and the next day you decide not to talk to me no more? Ooh, I might.
Nigga pulled his fist like
bro, I wouldn't expect slice no more. That's when you just have to owe me. Like, yo, where my money at? Where my hat?
Oh God. And you know, so that plus, and I think this shit is hilarious, right? Because I saw this video on TikTok. I be finding a lot of shit on TikTok.
If a girl asks you to grab a coffee with her, and she paid for your coffee, you'd be dumb hype.
Bro, OD. You know what?
I'm not gonna lie,
my heart would flutter.
It says a lot about her character.
But if you take a girl out for coffee, now you're cheap. Like, I just paid for your fucking coffee. I didn't have to do that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, coffee is like $3. It was like,
bro, listen,
that's
bro.
right.
Listen, bro. I've said this. I've said this to some other people that I've had conversations with. Like, bro, if you with a girl, bro, and you take her on a date, and she offers to split the bill with you, you didn't say a word, bro. She just says, "Yo, like, do you want to split, bro? Eat her pussy."
Right there, on the spot.
You niggas said put it on the table and just spread like right there.
It's because like.
And I'll probably say no, but I would like the.
Oh
gesture.
no! If a woman that says split, I'll take it. I'll take it.
That should be catching me off guard. What? You sure? Like this?
I don't even ask you. You sure?
Alright.
Shit, man. Yo, it's funny, bro. I was on a date
right.
with a girl, bro, and like we was eating food and shit, and then she said, "You want to split the bill?" I looked up and I said, "I bet, yeah." And I took my wallet. She took her wallet. We put the cards in. I looked at her, and I was like, "You just got mad pretty." Like she was pretty before,
woman, bro. Ain't nothing prettier than an independent woman, bro.
Ain't nothing more prettier than an independent woman, bro.
And she got her own, bro.
That shit
song?
was attractive as fuck.
What's that one song? Damn, I'm gonna find that song later.
Wait,
No,
What?
no, it's not that song. What? I'm tripping.
Like I said,
I was paying respect. I was paying respect. What's that? No, this is an independent song.
Yeah. Some shit like that, bro.
I
Fuck.
don't even know what y'all talking about right now.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? Y'all know that song?
Nah, I don't.
Yo,
I've heard
bro,
it. I think I've heard it before.
Alright,
You
look for the song, bro. Why you the computer guy, bro? You look for the
But
every podcast got a computer guy, bro.
But yeah, like I was like, I feel like that is mad attractive, and like Julio's.
Shorty got her own. You know what I'm talking about? She got her own. Yo, man.
No, I don't.
I do not.
I know what I'm talking about.
Why you just trying to go so hard?
I don't. I do not. So.
Nigga said,
No, man. But like Julio said, bro, like.
This nigga really playing.
Yeah, look.
How about you? Can you just tell us the name of the song?
And she got her own body.
No. I think I know.
Yeah, I know this.
Yeah,
I know.
bro.
I think I know this song.
Alright, stop
And
telling
he
me.
talking too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
I know the song Stefan's talking about. It's called Independent by Webby.
Yeah, that. Oh! I know that song.
Come on, y'all niggas know this song, bro.
Yo.
What are you talking about?
Y'all some ratchet ass things.
Come on, that's a love song.
Dude, that's a throwback.
That's not a ratchet.
She got that wrong.
That's a gentleman song. What are you talking about?
Yo, you've been dragging this for a long time, bro.
Yo, that's a gentleman song. Fuck you, me.
Yo, bro, if the club ever open back up, tell them DJ play this shit. It's over, bro.
But yeah, like I was saying before, like Julio said, bro, like a woman, like invites me out onto a date and like pays for it, bro, like that would do something to my heart I wouldn't understand. And it's because and this goes back to what I was saying before, because the bar is so low.
When my girl does that shit, bro, even though she does it on the regular, like, which I appreciate, but she does it on the regular. Every single time she does that shit, I'm just like, wow.
Yo, real talk.
And
Shout out Julio's girlfriend.
Shout out Savage, you know what I'm talking about.
We done with this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Keep holding my mans now. What you talking about? Shout out to Chandra girl too. Keep holding my mans.
Shout out Kiana.
Shout out Kiana. What's he getting at?
Arnisha.
Hold on, yo. Shout out me and my future girlfriend. Shout out them too. I don't know where you at right now, but shit, they can hold me down.
Yo, whoever you are, sis, yo, shout you out too, you're.
You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
You know the fucking vibes.
It's different.
Yo, bro, shout somebody out, bro.
Shout you
Hey, yo, shut up, Martin. What are you talking about? Shout out my moms. You hold me down until I get a woman in the future. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. But yeah, like it ties in directly to the fact that the bar is incredibly low for women because like you're not used to women inviting you out on dates. You're not used to women, asking you, what you want to do. You're not used to women saying, hey, like I'm in the mood to do this. Let's go do this.
But we're talking about the bar being set low in terms of like action.
Yeah, and in terms of action, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The bar in terms of looks. For women is a lot higher than for men.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot higher. Let's be real.
Yeah,
that's why they're like girls be depressed about beauty.
To a certain extent.
That's why I was bringing up earlier.
To a certain extent.
I think overall,
I think it's been like that for a very long time.
It has.
But as of this year, like with this whole OnlyFans thing going on, it's a tad bit different. I'm not saying it's completely changed, but it's a tad bit different because like when it comes to like shit like OnlyFans or whatever, right?
Niggas love
literally, it's like I feel like me and niggas had this conversation before. Literally, all it takes for you to just lower your self-respect just a tad bit and pop a titty on the internet, and niggas would throw money at you, and I've seen some ugly porn star bitches if we keeping it a stack.
Nah,
I've seen
I
some,
can name a few.
I've seen some hit.
they said I could name them. Damn.
I've seen some really hit like porn star bitches, bro. And it's because like nowadays like sex appeal is stronger. Like I said before, nothing like the horny man is literally the most desperate and down bad person. Like, and that applies to literally all men.
It's been that way from the beginning.
We can be the strongest men possible, but as soon as we're horny,
that post-nut clarity hit.
It becomes like a lot of our self-respect just dips down just a tad bit, and depending on the type of person you are, it drops very low.
That's why they say that behind every strong man is an even stronger woman, because she holds you by the balls, nigga.
Oh God.
I don't know about by the ball.
Yeah, that kind of hurt. But yeah, like bro, like literally the horny man is the most desperate and down bad person. Like a horny man will do anything in his power to sate his thirst. This sounds like I'm speaking like a myth, like a vampire or some shit. But like okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about my own personal experiences.
Oh my God.
Listen, bro, if we keep it inside, this joke keeps going forward, bro. But when I was a teenager, I fucked the fucking couch.
Yo, bro, this nigga iStefon walked into my house and his mouth started salivating.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. That's not me no more, because I'm not as down bad. But like I said, like depending on the type of person you are, being horny would literally bring you to certain extents, bro, you wouldn't understand. Like there's been
you can't fuck my floor.
Yo, these niggas hate me, bro. I'm telling you,
bro. You know what's the worst part? We sitting on a brand new couch, right?
These niggas hate me, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, it really reminds me of that TikTok. I walk around my house with my eyes closed.
Because if I see your hole, I promise you, it's not safe.
That was you.
Like, bro, and like, and the funny thing is, bro, I've seen men just so down bad, like to a point it's just horrible. Like, there's been men like that's dropped like their last checks.
Bro, watch some nigga hit my girl up today on Facebook. She posted a picture of her with her mask on. Niggas like, when you gonna let me eat your eyes?
I'm like, bro,
the thirst.
That's funny. I'm not
bro.
That's funny. That's funny. Cool.
No funny shit, bro. I speak to a lot of women. Yo, if a nigga really go in here, if it's like that, just send the Cash App link, bro. And they will either shut the fuck up or you get free bread, bro. No cap.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, yo. Tell Savvy send her Cash App to that nigga's DM. I promise you, he'll send bread. Nobody is more down bad and desperate than the horny man. They'll do anything. Like, I've seen men, like, literally, I've been on Twitter, bro, and I've seen men comment under certain girls' pictures, and they're like, yo, can you please just spit on the camera for me? I'll send money for it. And this woman, and I've seen the same exact woman post a screenshot of a fucking Cash App that same man sent her of just asking her to send a video. Dude sent her like $30 just to have her send him a video of her spitting on a fucking camera. Are you shitting me?
Yo, no cap. if y'all not taking that bread, bro, I don't know.
Bro, that's what
they don't get fucking
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, as a woman, if you have the ability to take advantage of a horny man, bro, do it. I don't care. Do it. You will literally catch a whole come up.
But for men, y'all niggas need to learn that self-control, bro.
Yeah, that's my point, bro. We have to learn self-control as men,
I would never forget. A lot of my female friends would be like, "Yo, guys hit me up and be like, send me feet pics and I'll pay you." And I really look at them, I'm like, "So what do you do?"
And you can do it.
Like,
yeah, and you ain't do it is the greatest question. Yo, free bread.
What happened? Dinner on you? Fuck.
You telling me you willing to send me bread if I send you a picture of my fucking toe?
You could just Google image a foot, my nigga, and just send that.
You shit me?
Yo, bro, Pornhub is very like broad in its like categories.
Like,
a lot of that
like,
shit.
Why do niggas pay for that shit, bro?
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying though. Nobody is more down bad than the horny man.
And there's a demand, bro.
And the funny thing is, bro.
It doesn't even make sense.
But here's the thing. I've been to that point before, bro. I've been to that, bro. I'm not.
You paid somebody to spin on the camera?
No. I've never been that down bad. But there was a point in my life where I did buy a subscription to like a certain like porn website.
100% that was not worth it.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Because when I did it, I was just like,
you had the balls to put that shit on your card?
Like, bro, I'm not gonna cap, bro. It's.
So you had to imagine your fucking card frozen. You gotta call them like, so.
That fucking back. Is that big statement?
Listen, I've had the when Pornhub do the free week, the premium joint. You know what I'm saying?
You put your card in?
No. You don't put your card in. You just fucking, I don't know what. You just like
you just see the premium.
Yeah, you can just see the premium. The premium videos, bro. Same shit. Yeah. Literally, it's the same shit.
Most of the premium videos are just like the professional videos, but longer. Mm-hmm. But like it's the same shit for the most part, bro. And like I'm not even lie, bro. I bought a girl's OnlyFans once.
Oh no.
This is like a while ago.
You a horny nigga.
I'm not anymore, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nigga said I'm not anymore.
I'm not, bro. I might be a front, bro. All right, if I'm gonna keep.
You know what? I'm not gonna give you out on this one.
Let me see.
I did too.
Nah. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna give it a buck though. I was
bro. I'm not even gonna cap, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. I finally decided to fix my porn addiction.
Like, deep.
How long have you been?
Bro, no, I
sober.
Bro, I deleted. Bro, hold on, bro. But understand the
weight. Your megabox.
Understand the weight behind this shit.
I did. I
X'd out all of the tabs. I X'd out all of my tabs, bro. I deleted the whole Mega app, bro. I got rid of all of that shit. Cause I'm not even lie, bro. There was a point, bro, where I was just sitting there and I was just like, I got a problem.
Nigga ain't even watching porn to like he watching porn like TV.
And bro, like you see, I understand. I be saying a lot of wild shit, bro. But I'm not even gonna cap, bro. I be saying certain shit that a lot of these niggas that listen to the podcast are just afraid to say, bro. Cause a lot of these niggas
get into it
down bad,
get into it.
Bro. See, I don't be in the Discord like that, bro. But literally, bro, I had a conversation with some of the niggas in Discord, bro, and one of them
trying to fuck couches too.
One of them said that they relate to me so well purely because of the fact that like I deal with a lot of shit and I say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I literally say most things that are on my mind, bro. Because I know it's real, and as weird as some of this shit may seem, bro, a lot of niggas be going through the same exact shit that I was going through.
You know what's crazy? The niggas would that talk shit about you and be going through the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh God,
which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. You fucking conscious, Julio? You talking a whole lot of shit, bro.
But yeah, like
I don't see the appeal.
I don't even now. It was a thing.
You know,
it was a thing in the
past, bro.
Like I'm not even gonna cap, bro. Like now I could never. I don't understand how the fuck that
works. Bro, right now, if I ever can, bro, I might fight you. Like, what are you doing?
Like honestly, genuinely, I feel like I'm too grown for some dumbass shit like that. Why in the fuck? Like
that's some young kid experimental.
Nah, no cap.
Nah, that's some Stefon shit. Because I was.
It's really not, bro. It's really not just a me thing, bro. I've seen some, bro. Have you never seen them niggas that make fucking they be taking toilet paper rolls and putting a glove in it and they be fucking and shit. Niggas is creative, bro.
But that's not
But it's the same concept though. It's the same concept though.
Jail shit too.
Like it's the same concept. Niggas be fucking inanimate objects because they're fucking down bad.
I mean,
now when we was all younger, we were all down bad.
Think about girls fuck inanimate objects too.
Bro,
but it's not looked down upon.
Bro,
women fuck couches, bro. I've seen videos of women fucking the edge of couches, rubbing their pussy.
Yo, bro, remember the TikTok that I was telling you?
You're only coming at me because I'm a nigga. You got but women do shit like that on a regular.
You know the TikTok that I was just telling you about? Women rating shit that they put. One girl really put the edge of the bed as 10 out of 10, bro.
But like when I see women like
you just say you're sexist, bro.
Huh? I'm not. When I see women on Instagram sucking fucking gas tank things.
Oh, I see that.
And like fucking
that's
sinks.
Down bad.
Like I cut their ass.
But that's not them being horny. That's them catering to the
No, they're down bad.
They're down bad.
A bitch sucking I've seen a bitch suck a sink faucet, bro.
I know what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. But is that them being horny or is that just catering to the horny?
Nah, you down.
Yeah, you're down bad.
To me, it's on the same.
Because I know, me and niggas know a OnlyFans girl that don't be doing wild ass shit like that. And she make fucking moolah.
She's top 0.7%.
You don't have to be that down bad, bro. Bro, she's top 0.07%.
0.07?
She makes fucking bread, bro.
Breach, my nigga.
Breach. Like my nigga, and she's not that down bad,
She don't do all of that shit. Nude at all.
What?
She sells the dream, bro.
She sells it, yeah.
Oh, she on her Belle Delphine.
Bro, she makes fucking bread, bro. And it's like, they're down bad. Bitches who do shit like that, they're down bad. And we can cut ass on me, all of them. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I cut ass on niggas who do wild shit.
But that's what I'm saying. My point is that the thing about that is that it's not as uncommon. As like, it's not uncommon. I said uncommon. My fault. It's not as uncommon as you think. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
It's not as uncommon as you think it is. Because some people do like weird shit. Like, there's bitches buy teddy bears to rub their pussy on them. Like,
that is weird.
Like,
that is
keep
weird.
it in a stack.
That is weird.
I mean, they also rub peanut butter on their pussies and niggas on their dicks so dogs can lick them.
That's just bestiality. That's bestiality, bro. You into a whole different type of genre right there, bro.
People are weird.
People are weird. People are weird as a genuine thing. Like, okay, if we're keeping it 100% stacks, if like keeping it like 100 with y'all, like, how do you think like gay shit started?
Wait.
Nah.
No, one nigga had to say, yo, fucking this bitch is not enough for me. I have to fuck my mans.
Nah, I don't think it started like that, bro.
Niggas like, yo, bro, fuck these bitches, bro. Like, what's good, bro?
I think some niggas just into niggas.
And that's fine. I respect it. But it's like, come on, one nigga had to have said, some nigga had to really be sitting in the crib looking at his mans and had to really be like, hey, yo, you know what would be crazy?
To clean that up, I think what Stefan's trying to say is the experimental.
It's
experimental shit.
Like, humans are experimental. We all do shit that's at first considered weird and at some point is considered some regular shit that people just do. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Somebody had to drink.
Because if we keep it aside, people have been gay for as long as possible now. But now where people are starting to be more acceptable, like accepting of gay people. You know what I'm saying? Same with transgenders and all.
You want us to make a group for your couch fucking?
What the fuck? God damn.
No.
Yo, you projecting hard, bro. You projecting hard. You at home and experimented or something, bro?
What?
You at home and experimented
bro,
on your couch?
Julio's only projecting because he know regular sex is getting boring for him, bro. Nah. He probably won't fucking couch, but he knows he wants to experiment, bro.
At least you know I won't fuck a couch.
This nigga iStefon about to make a Discord.
You missing
just for niggas that fuck.
All I'm saying is, bro, like there's always gonna be some weird shit.
Yo, we're
bro.
gonna have a roll in Discord and last time you go into the fucking couch fucking roll.
All I'm saying is, bro, everybody does some weird shit, and just I happen to be one of them weird niggas. if we keeping it in style, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We should end the podcast.
We definitely should. We're
like way ahead of time. Like we're like past the hour.
But yeah, that was a great conversation. I'm not gonna lie. The podcast is now like it's turning into something that's very therapeutic for me.
Yeah,
nah, no
I'm not gonna hold you.
For
good.
It really helps me a lot. So I appreciate y'all niggas. But on that note, I'm Nicholas Bryce. At me on Nicholas Bryce. Follow me Instagram and YouTube. Wow.
Yes, you know the vibes. My name's iStefon. You already know my name. What the fuck? Why am I haven't been here for a week and I'm acting like it's my first time here. My Instagram is SXVE_SARU, bro. My fault. I'm tripping.
Yo, Buzzy, MUZZYWRLD. That's where you can find me on Instagram. And I stream live on Twitch at twitch.tv.
Yo, it's Julio. You can follow me on Instagram at Schoolyard Production. You should follow the podcast at Factology Podcast.
Hey, yo, what about at Dreamville Smith?
Oh, no,
Hold on. Nah, he said my.
Yeah, I said these niggas ain't want me to say y'all last time. That was crazy.
Yo, shout out to Strandre, bro. Follow him on IG.
He was number one.
Oh yeah, nah, somebody. Yo, cut it out.
No. How you not cutting shit out, bro? Fuck out of here.
But yeah, follow Factology Podcast
on Instagram. Donate to our Cash App if you want to donate to us. It's $Factology. Peace.
Every dollar goes to replacing Stefon's couch cushion.
Join the Discord and share this podcast with your friends. Let everybody know that you listen to Factology. You feel
Yes, sir.
Bet. Alright. Wow.
Hold on, I gotta get the.
This nigga played that.
Every situation. Y'all niggas. Leave it all to me. Do something again, bro. Do something again, bro.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna end. Deuces.
iCarly gonna fucking sue us.